those little pauses to me, man, that shit sounds so incredible to me. I want to get back to the song. This shit is nasty.
I'm gonna start this back from the beginning. Charismatic frontman can do a lot.
Yeah, boy.
Can do a lot for a band. They can make a band and kill a band.
Nasty though.
That
is nasty.
Wrong to me.
That is nasty.
The riffs and my man Peter Steele's voice.
Really, it's like nails on a chalkboard to me, guys. So, but we're gonna get through it. We're gonna get through it. And it's never mind. Keep it going, George. just keep it going. Check us out on Patreon, guys, where we give you our exclusive access to all of our videos, 186 videos and counting.
Bangers too, though. Bangers. You know, nothing too shabby. I mean, I don't know, like a Led Zeppelin marathon. We got Metallica on there, some Megadeth stuff. You know, I'm just saying. Just throwing that out there, man.
What's up, guys? Your boys are back. I'm Ryan, my man George.
What's up, guys? How you living out there? Shout out to the free thinkers, of course, and shout out to everybody that's been following us on our Instagram, which is DEAF2 Radio. Make sure you follow us there, and our website, defteradio.com as well. The information for this, of course, will be in the description. Make sure you guys follow our site. It's an open, free site for everybody. Membership site that we've been working on for some time, man, and we definitely want you guys to put your requests for all the songs you guys want us to react to on our site. Join the groups, get involved. Again, the information will be in the description for defteradio.com.
And for all of you up-and-coming artists, man, you know what to do, man. Check out the link in the description. We'll do about 60 seconds of your song in front of one of our up-and-coming videos to get you some exposure. Or if you're looking to get your own website going like we did with Def to Radio, man, check out the link in the description, man. Pressable. It's inexpensive. You get 50% off when you use our code. So make sure you check that out, man. If you're an influencer or an artist up and coming, want to get a new site going, make sure you check out Pressable.
All right, man. We're coming off a Happy Song. We're coming off of Throne. We're coming off of Can You Feel My Heart for Bring Me the Horizon. And Happy Song was actually surprisingly an enjoyable listen.
Yeah, it was.
I hate to say surprisingly. Can You Feel My Heart actually had elements that we like. Throne has some elements that we like, but we're still kind of just feeling them out. And every time we seem to do a Bring Me the Horizon song, man, we get their fans. They seem to inundate us with requests. And, you know, so we figured we'd do the new one. And we did Happy Songs. A lot of people that were like, yeah, you got to do the new shit, though. And it looks like they came out with this one on the 4th of this month. So, I mean, this is definitely new. It's called LosT. Let's get into it.
Real quick. I know this is an early pause, man, but I think this is a short song, so I think that's the excuse I'm going to use anyway. It's a short song, guys, so bear with me. You know, I think Bring Me the Horizon, man, they have a way in almost towing the line between, do I dare say cringy? Like where they're just like, oh, I just really don't like the way that sounds, but they bring it back in the chorus in a way that's kind of alternative-ish.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? So,
sure.
And I just think alternative music in general, man. Even before I even before I was listening to rock and metal and alternative prior to doing the channel, that really wasn't my genre of choice. But even then, when I used to hear certain alternative songs, it has a likable quality to it. It always has, to me, in my opinion, you know? And I've just felt like it was very catchy, that sound. It wasn't as guttural and as hard as like heavy metal, but it wasn't as dated to me as classic rock, even though I love classic rock. Don't get it fucked up. Even though I said it dated, doesn't mean I don't like it. I still like it. But that was just an kind of a traditional sound to where kind of metal progressed. But alternative to me was kind of a hybrid approach, but kind of progressive. And I was like, this is different. So ever since alternative music kind of hit the scene, I've always had it always had like a likable quality to me, you know? And I feel like Bring Me the Horizon, they have a way with towing that line, you know, where if it was just the cringy parts, the so much to take, so much to, it just sounds
emo.
Like,
emo. It's the emo style.
I hate that sound, but it is very popular. It's very popular. So my point is they go in and out of that, and then the chorus sounds very alternative to me. They go in and out of that bag very well to kind of give them their own identity, but still have a likable quality to it is the point that I'm making, because I know it sounded like I was clowning. I'm not clowning it. I just hate that sound, but I really like the alternative compliments that they have to it. So I feel like they toe that line just enough to keep me interested, me personally, as a listener. So I think they're doing a thing.
All right, let's get back to it.
Imaginary enemies, suicidal tendencies, serotonin's proper on its arse. I used to go to therapy, but the doctor tried to section me. The next time that I open up to someone will be my autopsy, because I don't think I belong on this planet. Reckless amounts of love from my head to feel I should say I can't fucking stand it. Someone tell me why am I this way? Stupid medicine, not doing anything. What the hell is fucking wrong with me? I guess there's no remedy. Always better me. I'm so terribly lost. If I can't be sober, I think I'm gonna break down. If I keep this up, I think I'm gonna break down. I think I'm gonna break down. I think I'm gonna break down. Someone tell me, why am I this way? Stupid medicine, not doing anything. What the hell is fucking wrong with me? I guess there's no remedy. I'm so terribly lost. Am I this way? Stupid medicine, not doing anything. What the hell is fucking wrong with me? I guess there's no remedy. Always better me. I'm so terribly lost.
I feel like now I know what my grandmother feels like when she hears me, you know, playing like gangster rap or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Just like I just feel so out of place. Even I'm gonna keep it real, man. We're open-minded, free thinkers, but listening to this song, I feel like I am just way out of. I'm not even remotely close to what I have grown to like musically. I feel so out of my element.
Detached.
Yeah, I just feel like this is not even like what do we even this is not my demo. This is just way out of my demo. So so take what I say with a grain of salt. Ryan was talking about this chorus here, why am I this way? And that's literally even when Ryan kind of gave his first point, was the only thing that I was gonna focus on. The why am I this way when he hits that note in the chorus. To me, that's like a duh moment. Like I was in a restaurant the other day and they had this handle that was attached to the door and it has a hook to it. The whole point of this handle being attached to the door and having that hook is so that you can put your arm in it and open the door so you're not touching the door and getting your hands dirty after you just washed your hands. And I was like, duh, that was a very duh moment. Like, damn, why not think of that? And I feel like I get that every time I listen to Bring Me the Horizon. I always get that, of course this is gonna work, duh. Like, and I think that duh is very, very hard for people to achieve. You know, I've seen people try to make these pop, because I feel like this is definitely a pop song. Yeah. If you want to categorize it as metalcore, alternative, or whatever you want, it's pop elements in this song, no doubt about it. But I've seen people try to do the generic pop songs, but they don't quite have that catchy, duh moment that you need in order for a song to be successful. Why Am I This Way? The way he hit that, stupid medicine, not doing anything. I don't like the way that's written. I think it's very sort of, I don't know, surface level and immature the way that's written. Stupid medicine, not, and very emoed out. But the way it's sung is, I think it's great. I think the way he hit that, Why Am I This Way? I know that kids are going to be able to feel that just saying something like that. Why am I this way? Yeah. All jokes aside, and all of me being detached and this not being my demo aside, I know people can relate to that on a really deep level. Yeah. You know, they have sort of chemical imbalances in their brain, because that's kind of how I'm taking this song. He had a really dark line. I used to go to therapy, but the doctor tried to section me. The next time that I open up to someone will be my autopsy. That's what he said. You know,
so, like, I ain't never doing that.
Yeah. I'm never gonna open up to a therapist again. And then the next time that I open up to somebody, that I bare my soul and tell people, try to explain what's going on inside of my head, it's gonna be too late, essentially, right? It's inferring suicide, because obviously an autopsy is indicative of someone being dead, right? So it's a very dark song. And I know it has this sort of happy poppy element to it, but it's a very dark song. When you hit the chorus like that, and it sounds good, because that does sound good. Mm-hmm. And that those lyrics themselves, what that's saying, why am I this way? I can't understand it. Serotonin, he said, it's proper on its ass, right? Serotonin's the element that brings us happiness, they say, right? So lyrics like that, serotonin's on his ass. I can't open up to a therapist. Nobody understands me. Mm-hmm. Clearly, I'm different from probably most people that I know. Why am I this way? I feel like it could be very, very influential, and maybe hopefully, and I say hopefully, helpful to people, because they don't feel alone when they're kind of looking at these lyrics and listening to this. So it is definitely not for me at all. It's just too poppy, too generic in a lot of places. But man, to act like you can't hear what they're doing in here and why certain things work would just be, to me, bordering ignorance. Like, you could see what it is. And I know people are gonna be like, yeah, it's because it's been done before. Yeah, I get it. But not everybody can do it, though. Yeah, I've seen people try. I've seen people attempt to do pop shit. Doesn't work for them. So you just kind of have to give credit where credit's due when you can tell someone is pulling it off. Yeah. So salute to them though, man. I see what they're doing. Salute to them.
Yeah, I don't have much to add to that, man. I really feel like they have a way with making melody and making it their own, and they have a quirkiness about them, man. You ever meet a person in life, guys, that just is quirky? They just have like this quirky, weird way about them, but it's so endearing. You're like, man, I love that guy, man. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I love that girl. She's great. You know what I mean? She's a little quirky, a little different, but it just kind of works. I feel that way about Bring Me the Horizon, because I feel like they have a DNA that's them, and they just have a way of kind of winning me over, even though it's not my style of music. I'm like, it just kind of works. Like they're fighting for the voiceless, man. Maybe a person that's going through mental issues or a tough time in their life, man. Maybe God forbid, or suicidal, thoughts or whatever the case may be. I feel like that person that's going through something very difficult in their life can really relate to a band like this. And I have to appreciate that, man. I think that they have their own lane, and they do it well.
I'll tell you what, man, we have absolutely destroyed bands, not to be assholes, but we have really, really, really not liked songs and not made it a secret that we didn't like songs plenty of times on this channel. I haven't been able to do that yet with them, even though this is something that I don't like.
Right.
Like this song specifically isn't something that I don't like. So Happy Song for me is probably my favorite song that I've done from them. And Can You Feel My Heart has cool elements in it. So I think that's an accomplishment.
Yes, it is.
On this channel.
Amen.
Yeah, shout out to Bring Me the Horizon. Shout out to everybody that requested this. That's the end of the video. If you enjoyed it, please hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And also, guys, make sure you check out Def to Radio. Join our membership community. The information for that will be in the description. I'm George. That's Ryan. Lost in Vegas.
We out.